Up ahead, I stumble upon a building that was previously the administration building for the Ferguson-Florissant School District. Florissant and Hazelwood are a pair of suburbs in the North County area of St. Louis. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen this already, there's a link down below that shows you an interactive map on all of the places that I've made videos on. It's really easy to use. All you have to do is click on the link to the map and then click on a pin that will take you to a link of said place. Hazelwood and Florissant are neighboring North County suburbs. Florissant is the largest municipality in all of St. Louis County, while Hazelwood is right next to the St. Louis-Lambert International Airport. In this video, I drive in mad circles around the pair of North County suburbs, and I'll tell you more about them along the way. Well, let's get to it. Shall we? I do start the video in the parking lot of the now abandoned St. Louis Mills. I didn't film that much of this mall while I was here, so for that I do apologize. However, I do have a trip planned to go back to the St. Louis area to film everything that I didn't get in the previous times that I've been here. Hopefully when that's done, I'll have highlighted most of the interesting things about this area, along with all of the notable St. Louis suburbs. At the beginning, you could see a Cabela's store that was obviously a store that hasn't yet closed. St. Louis Mills is a former outlet mall that opened in 2003. Wow, that's a short life. Upon opening, there were over 200 stores in this mall along with 8 anchor stores. The property was owned by a former real estate company known as the Mills Corporation. In 2007, the Mills Corporation went into bankruptcy and merged with Indianapolis-based Simon Property Group. In 2013, the Woodmont Company took over the mall and renamed it to the St. Louis Outlet Mall. In 2014, the mall was still 84% occupied. In early 2016, Namdar Realty Group purchased the mall for only $4.4 million after it cost an entire $250 million to construct back in 2003. Over time, the vacancy rates continued to rise and different types of recreation facilities have started to take up the space. You could see that there is a volleyball training facility. There's also been a place inside called the NASCAR Speed Park, but that closed in 2014. A skate park was open inside the mall from 2004 to 2007, and then again from 2009 to 2015. Most notably, there's an indoor ice rink called Ice Zone, which also served as the official practice facility for the St. Louis Blues of the NHL from 2003 to 2019 before they moved to a newly built facility in nearby Maryland Heights. In 2019, the remaining tenants inside were given letters by Namdar Realty Group that they had to leave the mall as it was closing due to financial hardship. Today, the property is jointly owned by local celebrity Dan Buck and the city of Hazelwood and is called Powerplex. The goal is to build a 12-field and 20-court indoor-outdoor sports complex. Hopefully, that's going to be able to go through. The decline of the mall can be attributed to the competition of too many other nearby malls, such as the Chesterfield-based St. Louis Premium Outlets and the Chesterfield Mall, along with the St. Peters-based Mid-Rivers Mall. Internet shopping might have a little bit to blame as well, but I think it's more of the supply and demand factor, along with possibly some bad ownership. Also, this is the second upload of this video, and with that said, I'd like to give a quick shout out to this viewer for kindly correcting me on a few facts that I had wrong originally. Briefly, I leave the city of Hazelwood and enter Bridgeton up ahead. Bridgeton is more so associated to the St. Louis-Lambert International Airport than Hazelwood is, as an entire neighborhood of Bridgeton was bought out by the airport and demolished over time in order for the airport to build a new runway. Stay tuned for a future video where I'll show you what that neighborhood looks like today. Bridgeton is home to 11,500 people, which is down from a 1970 peak population of near 20,000. The median household income is $60,000 per year, and 28% of adults 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree or higher. The median value of owner-occupied housing units is $169,000, and the crime rates are slightly above the average rates. Niche.com gives the public schools here an A-, as the city is a part of the Pattonville Public School District. You'd have no idea that you were in a county that's home to nearly 1 million people by driving through this patch of weeds. On the left here is the Bridgeton Municipal Athletic Complex. Seems like a nice enough park with several baseball diamonds and a soccer field to offer. If I were to turn right at this upcoming intersection, that road would lead me towards the abandoned neighborhood that Bridgeton is known for. To put it briefly, the neighborhood fell victim to the St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Once again, stay tuned for that video. We are now back in Hazelwood, which we will stay in for a little bit. Hazelwood is home to 25,000 people and the median household income is $54,000 per year. 28% of adults 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree or higher, and the median value of owner-occupied housing units is $118,000. The crime rates are around the same rates as those of Bridgeton, and the public schools are rated as a B on niche.com. This is where all of the jobs are in Hazelwood. You have a logistics park that's a little bit further southeast that's full of logistic warehouses including an Amazon facility. That Amazon facility was Missouri's first facility of any kind of that company since it opened in 2017. On the left side of Campus Parkway you have several buildings that serve as offices for Boeing, and in the area you have other companies including Chrysler and Biomer U, which is a biotech company. On the other side of James McDonald Boulevard from where Campus Parkway ends up ahead is the headquarters of Mallinckrodt Pharmaceuticals, which is also a huge employer for the area. This is Hazelwood West High School, home of the Wildcats. Among the most notable alumni is mostly a handful of professional athletes highlighted by current MLB pitcher David Phelps. Even though Hazelwood West is the only high school within the Hazelwood city limits, the Hazelwood School District is home to 3 high schools and serves the entire city of Hazelwood, plus some sections of Florissant, Blackjack, Spanish Lake, and some other unincorporated parts of North County. Now we're on the area's main thoroughfare and we're heading away from the airport, and soon we'll be in the city of Florissant. We're now officially within the city of Florissant. Once again, Florissant is the largest city within St. Louis County, which is a county that's made up of 88 municipalities. That's the number that comes up most often whenever I try to search for that question, but I don't think that counts for all the individual census-designated places within the county, such as nearby Spanish Lake. Anyway, the organization of the different municipalities and jurisdictions within St. Louis County is an absolute mess. Florissant is home to 51,000 residents, which is down from a 1970 the peak population of 66,000. The median household income is $55,000 per year, and 24% of adults 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree or higher. The median value of owner-occupied housing units is $97,000, and the crime rates are below average. Niche.com gives Florissant a C+, so those could be better. There are two separate school districts that serve the city, those being the Hazelwood School District and the Ferguson-Florissant School District. You can see how Lindenberg Boulevard is your typical retail-dominated suburban thoroughfare. Usually in suburbs, you'll see all of the stores and other non-residential areas off of these thoroughfares, while you'll have your residential areas located away from these busy roads. That creates for less walkable communities as they're more focused on having a culture dominated by automobiles. Even though most of the city has a suburban look to it today, there's still a large portion of town that has grid streets in a district that's called Old Town Florissant, which we'll get to towards the end of this video. Most of the older settlements in the state of Missouri are on the far eastern side of the state. That makes sense as the entire eastern part of the Missouri border is along the Mississippi River. Florissant is one of the older settlements within the state of Missouri, as the northern part of Florissant is bounded by the Missouri River, and it's not far from the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers. The area where Florissant is today was settled in the late 1700s and was given its name with a slightly different spelling. It's named that as it's the French word for blooming. As time moved on, the city became a part of massive suburban development. With its location by the two major rivers, much of this area was farmland. Up ahead, I stumble upon a building that was previously the administration building for the Ferguson-Florissant School District. The school district moved out of this building before it officially closed in 2018. Not sure if it's in the midst of being demolished while I was here, or if it was just left to sit. Several North County municipalities continue to lose population, including both Ferguson and Florissant, plus the 9 other municipalities that have parts of their communities within the school district boundaries. When enrollment lowers, so does the money that gets put into these schools. The school district in 2018 reportedly had half of the enrollment from its peak count. Today, the administration offices of the school district are in Hazelwood, and these are the remains of the old administration offices. Okay, yeah, alright. I know that wasn't the best footage of that building, but in the future I do have plans on how I'm going to go about filming my content, so go ahead and expect better footage in the future. Otherwise, in this area, it looks like you have a civic center and some nice open green space. Also in this area is McCluer North High School, home of the Stars. Former NFL offensive lineman Barrett Brooks is an alumni, so is the hip-hop star Chingy, film writer, producer, and actress Sally Hampton, comedian Kathleen Madigan, and 2004 Miss USA Shandy Finessi. Up ahead on the right, you'll see Northview High School, home of the Eagles. This high school mostly serves students with a wide range of disabilities. Next to the high school are several other educational facilities. Technically, I'm in an unincorporated area of St. Louis County, even though the homes and businesses that I pass by still have a Florissant address. I am now in Blackjack, which I will be featuring more of in my next video. Next I head towards Old Town Florissant. I have now made it to Old Town Florissant. There's quite a few blocks of grid streets to this district, but I only go down this street, which is basically the main street. In this district, there are many buildings listed on the National Register of Historic Places. I do end the video up ahead, and I know that some of the locals, when they see this video, might be furious with me, as up ahead is the St. Ferdinand Shrine, and I don't head towards it. That's the most notable historic building in Old Town Florissant, but to that I'm going to tell you to pump the brakes because I'm going to be coming back, and I'll have a video that will be showing nothing other than all of the historic gems of Old Town Florissant. With that said, if you enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as doing all of those things helps these videos out with the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video of an area near you. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy checking out some of the other featured playlists on my channel. Videos on other places like Hazelwood and Florissant can be found in my St. Louis Suburbs playlist or in my Missouri playlist. Last but not least, if you can't get enough of me on here, you can always go follow me on my other social media accounts, and those links are below. We'll see you next time. Peace!